Hey everybody, it's me, Patty. I just got off work a little while ago and I'm sitting out here in my shade, what I call my shade garden, and I'm laughing because Rebel, my dog, he's over there acting funny. Anyway, he tickles me. He's a good friend. Yes, he is. He's a good friend. But anyway, tonight I thought that I would just kind of talk about things in your garden if you're not satisfied with how they look or how they're performing, or you don't appreciate the look that it's giving you, or it's not exactly what you were wanting. You don't have to keep it. You can take it out, or you can trim it down. You can cut it back. You don't have to live with it forever just because you bought it and put it in the ground. You can change it up. It's your garden. It's your plants. You can do what you want to do. Case in point, the couple of garden beds that we have right in front of our front porch, those were planted probably 20 years ago with dwarf Yopon hollies. And those things grew and grew. I mean, they got to be huge. I'll show y'all in a minute. But when you took the trimmers to try to hedge them up, trim them up, the wood of those Yopon hollies is really tough, and you can't get a good, even trim using like you would use trimmers on a boxwood hedge. You can't do that with those Yopon hollies. The texture of the stems is just too coarse and too rough, and it looks all choppy and it doesn't look good. So the dwarf Yopon hollies that were in front of my front porch had grown to be huge. When you were sitting in the swing on the front porch or sitting in the rocking chair on the front porch, you couldn't even see over them to see who was driving up the driveway. They had gotten to where I didn't like them at all. And I wanted to just pull them up by the roots, just hook a chain to them and hook them up to a four-wheeler and pull them out. And then I went to the nursery and I saw the price of Yopon hollies. Mature ones, pretty big ones. Still not as big as what mine were, but pretty big. And I thought, there's no way that I'm pulling those out of my ground. I'm just going to do something else with them. So we got a chainsaw and we hacked them back to a nub. They were just kind of some sticks sticking up out of the ground. But I knew that it would work because last summer I had two other dwarf Yopon hollies that had grown up to be too big for what I wanted in that area. And so I just took my hand pruners and took it kind of slow. And at first I took them down, just a little bit. And then I was like, that's not enough. I'm going to keep going. So I kept going and kept going and kept going. And I took those two down to a nub. And they grew back to be the exact size that I want them to be right now. And that was a year ago. So with the ones on the other side, I assumed that they would do the same thing. Now, there are probably 6 on the other side of the bed that I was going to have to deal with this year. And I thought, well, those sticks are going to be so ugly. And then I thought, well, I don't like the way they look right now. I think they're so not pretty right now. So why don't I just go ahead and bite the bullet and do what you call a rejuvenation prune and get it out of the way, and they can start fresh, and maybe I'll be able to keep them maintained at a size that I prefer. So that's what I've done, and I'm quite pleased with the outcome. I'll show you. Okay, these two right here are the ones that I hacked back to nubs last year. And look at them. They have filled out. They look like, you know, they've never missed a beat. They're so pretty. And hopefully I'll be able to kind of maintain them in that size. Okay, let me move down here to the end of the bed. There's a gardenia. Here's some boxwoods. We kind of trimmed those well, it's about a month ago. And so they're filling back in. See, we needed to open up this right here and let more air and sunlight and circulation get in there so they'll fill out more on the inside. But these are the dwarf Yopon hollies on this side. You see how they're just pretty much sticks now? And that one in the back, see how it's filling out? And that one is filling out. It's got all kinds of green growth on the sticks. Look at that one, isn't it pretty? And then the other one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 back here. Oh, here's the other one right here. 7. But yeah, they were like so tall and big until when I was sitting in that rocking chair, I could not see over them. So we cut them back and they're filling out, and I think they're going to be just fine. Look, we've got a little storm coming up. I'll take it. We can use the rain for sure. But anyway, I just wanted to encourage y'all that you don't have to keep things in a state that you don't like. You can cut it back. I mean, if I were going to be having some kind of a big function at my house, I maybe would not have cut them back like that right now. But I didn't have anything going on. It's not like I, was going to be having any big party or anything where people needed to see some mature shrubs. So we just went ahead and did it. No time like the present. And they'll be the size I want them to be in a year or less. Ooh, it's raining. I'm getting wet. Hey, I'm sitting here on my front porch. Take these glasses off. I'm to that age where I can't see either way. I can't see close up without the glasses, but if I have the glasses on, I can't see far off. So I'm constantly putting them on, taking them off, putting them on, taking them off. But that's how it goes when you're 50 or over. But I'll take it. I'll take it. But it's raining a little bit, so I came here, sit on the porch. The temperature has cooled off drastically. It's quite pleasant. There's a little breeze blowing. I'm not sweating. It's not humid. I don't know how to act. This is nice. And it's Mississippi, and it's the end of June. Yeah. Good times. Good times. But I'm off tomorrow, which I'm excited about, and I have planned to go with a friend in the morning and play pickleball. I've never played that before, and I know it's, the craze that has swept the nation and people love it, but I've never played it, and I'm kind of scared about it because I don't know the rules, and I hope these people that I'm going to play with aren't real competitive or real. Anyway, I hope they'll like me. I hope they'll let me play with them again. Anyway, I hope they're not real competitive. Yeah, but that's what I'm planning to do tomorrow. I think that'll be fun. Look at this. This is my night light. Sometimes when I have to go work out in the yard at night after it's dark, it's so dark down here at my house. We don't have a street light or anything, and it gets so dark. And so I put this headlamp on and go outside and do what I got to do. Like when I've got to spray the deer repellent on my plants, I'll put my headlamp on and go out there and do that. Or if I want to go and use my, my trimmers and just trim some things up, or, maybe cut a little bouquet of flowers, I put my headlamp on and go outside and do that. There's only so many hours in the day, and if you're working, you won't have time to do it. So I take advantage of the headlamp and go out and do it at night sometimes. That's fun. I'm crazy like that. Hey, listen to that rain. I'm very appreciative of it. I think I'll just sit here for a little while longer and listen to the rain and look at the flowers from my front porch. And y'all remember, if you're not satisfied with your Scorpio pine hollies, you don't have to keep them big like that. You can cut them back if you want to. I'm not saying you have to, but I've had success with mine, and I hope y'all do too. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.